Conscious Whispers. So now we start to move on from all these different pages, from impossible to yesterday's history, tomorrow is a mystery, for today I'll just be free. And we move on to moon vibes. Now this here was actually my original logo, but without the moons. And I don't think I was completely ready to let it go. And that's why it's made it to this page here. So I'm going to come away from the blues. I feel like going pinks on this one. So moon vibes. When the moon is full, it creates a gravitational pull on the earth, creating higher tides and lower tides. The sun, earth and moon alignment occurs 13 times on a full moon in 1 year. Internally, the water within us creates emotional tides. When we ride a good vibe, the good vibrations within us heighten, especially when the full moon is near. Get ready. And on that note, let's begin. So, the full moon energy. Now, women especially will experience the full moon energy because they go through a monthly cycle. And when the moon is full, this is when they would be ovulating, and it's representative of the ovulation cycle. When the new moon comes, that's a sign of when they'll be menstruating. That's a sign when they let go. So when the moon is full, they're ovulating, they're ready to create. Their energy is ready to give birth, to create into something new. When the new moon comes, it's about letting go, going deep within and shedding all that is no longer you. And this is how we can use the moon energy, even as a metaphor in our own lives, even as an experience in our own lives, to let go, to create. And we're all in our different moon cycles. And be okay where you are. Be aware of where you are. And when you come to move to the next stage, be aware of your thoughts, your intentions, your words, because the words that you're putting out also go in and they become a magnet to what you're going to manifest. So what I always suggest is first be exactly where you are, and it might be that you go, I'm having a really rough day, a crappy day, and what you do then is you talk about it to yourself. You can write about it, and the next stage is to, rather than sit in that for the next 24 hours, for the next few days, for the next few weeks, for the next few months, for the years and years and years to come, start creating change in the moment. Yeah, I had a really shitty day, but you know what? I'm really grateful because I still have my health, and you know, I still have this relationship, I still have this in my life, I still have, there's always something that you can be grateful for. And finding that and living in that gratitude, the real gratitude, will change your vibration. Whatever you're feeling during these moon cycles, whether it's the full moon or new moon, it's going to manifest inside of you. And it's going to show up outside of you as to where your energy is sitting. Where your energy is residing, where your thoughts, your inner thoughts are going to reside, they're going to fluctuate in one way or another. The energy of the water, the current, the flow, the river inside of you. The moon affects water, scientifically proven. I don't know the science behind it, I just know it is science in the science literature. Now, if moon affects water and we are, let's say, approximately 70% water, oh, guess who else is being affected? It's not just the earth, is it? And the rishis of old, the ancient cultures, understood this. So we're being affected by the pull, the tides of the moon. 70% of us is being affected. In astrology, we say the moon affects our mental health, our mind. So what does that mean for you? To put it easy, to put it simple, just go to, in this moment, what am I actually manifesting inwards, outwards, for myself, for my current situation? Keep looking for your silver linings, keep seeing them. They're gonna save you. I'm actually in the process of creating decks, a card deck out of all of these images. I'm quite excited to work on that, and I decided to paint them all myself. At the end of the day, we all have our own unique energy, our own unique blueprint, our own unique way of doing things. And sometimes we will invest in guides so that we can do things better. Moon vibes. Understanding where you are at during the full moon, during the new moon, during any day. You know, even Monday represents moon day. Sunday represents sun day. Tuesday represents Mars. Wednesday represents Mercury. Thursday represents Jupiter. Friday represents Venus. And Saturday, which is today for me, is the Saturnian day, the day of Saturn, the day of discipline, the day of work, hard work, grafting. The ancients revered the planets, the energy of the planets, so they dedicated a day to each of them. To honor that, like the moon, we are also affected by the planets outside of us. Like the moon, we are affected by the planets. And we're affected by all the planets all of the time. It's not that on Monday we're affected by the moon. No. Monday is the day we remember the moon. It's an acknowledgement. And isn't it interesting that we dread Mondays, but we enjoy Fridays? Fridays is the day of Venus. Venus is about love and play. It's about entertainment. It's about joy. It's about enjoying the materialistic life. Jupiter, which is Thursday, is the teacher. It's about wisdom. Wednesday is Mercury, the communicator. Tuesday is Mars, the soldier. And it's true what the Sikh gurus said, that we don't need to know about any of it. What we need to focus on is faith, discipline, persistency, consistency towards what we do. To focus our hearts on a higher plane of existence, higher than ourselves, to be in service. Not to our egos, but for the welfare of humanity. A lamp that doesn't work can't sit there and ask another lamp to turn itself on. But a lamp that is shining bright can inspire the lamp next to it to shine brighter. So being in the practice of being your bright, shiny self is probably your biggest life mission. Being authentically you. You are being given visions that no one else can see. They're yours. And if it can help someone remember their own light, to be able to turn on their own lamp, then shine. Shine bright. Who are we even afraid of? Are we afraid of our own light? I sometimes am. And it's okay to be scared and yet still do the work. Oh, are people going to laugh at me? Who cares? The people that laugh are not healthy. The people that laugh when someone is living their truth, their deep spirituality or deep spiritual truth, people who laugh about that, these people, they're not healthy. These people need a lot of love. They probably weren't loved much. They need more hugs, more cuddles. And it doesn't have to come from you. It has to come from them. They have to be willing to do their own work. Let people say what they need to say. Let people judge. But you ride your moon wave brighter each time. Where your mind is, that's where your body follows. If your mind is in doubt, your body follows doubt. Your mind is that powerful a tool. So keeping your mind calm and doing practices like meditation, it's there so that you get to have control over you, so that others can't control the way you think and what you do. So going inwards is the biggest tool you have for creating the life you need, you want. So if the moon is affecting the water in you, imagine what the other planets are affecting. The moon is closest to the earth and it affects what we are 70% made up of, approximately. The moon is closest to the earth and it affects 70% of what we're made up of. So all the other planets sitting there are affecting a different part of you. However, if you begin looking after your mind, your nervous system, Mercury is your nervous system. If you begin looking after your mind takes care of everything else. And it's not that you won't go through coughs, colds, physical ailments. It'll be about how you go through it. Do you go through it complaining? Or do you go through it with an abundance of gratitude? Thank you. Thank you for my headache. Thank you for my nausea. Thank you for... And why are you saying thank you? Because that could have come through, that physical ailment could have come through in any other way. But it chose to come through that way. It could have come through as something else, whether that be a physical ailment or as a different type of life lesson for you. The sixth house in astrology is the house of disease. It's also the house of medicine. It's the house of the intestines. It's the house of unchangeable karma. how we experience and burn off karmas. It's what we experience, we don't have any control over. How we experience it and go through it, that we do have control over. So creating the strong mind, sitting, actually, seeing as we have time, sitting with your spine straight, eyes closed, palms open, rested. And just inhaling, exhaling through your nose. Now my heart is calm at the moment, so this is really easy for me to do. Now if my heart was going doo-doo, 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 which sometimes it does, then I inhale and inhale again and slow exhale. And I do that process of it in a way where it's not expending my energy, where it's not removing too much energy from me, but I do it in a way where I repeat it, I repeat it, I repeat it to get rid of some of that energy pull that's happening in my chest. So just repeating it. 2 breaths to really fill up the lungs and out. And even if you change that by lessening it 75% lessened, 25% lessened, 50% lessened, 100% changed, transformed. Any percentage is better than going through that throughout the whole day. So be in the practice of learning to change your own energy before someone comes along and does it for you. You can pay healers, guides, coaches to help do this for you. Choose someone who you feel you can trust, you connect to. You can even pray before a deity of your choice to your own heart, to an ancestor, and ask them to guide you to the right person. Connect with someone who your heart feels connected to, and be in control wherever you are through whatever healing upgrade you're going through. Never let anyone manipulate you, never let anyone take you on a ride that you don't need to go on. Always come back to your heart. Do I trust them? Is this for me? And if your heart's going, no, get out, get up, leave. Begin trusting it. Start taking those actions. We've all been in situations when our heart's been like, what are you doing here? Get out, get out. And for whatever reason, we haven't moved. Time to start trusting the voice that's in love with you, that's loving towards you, that would never harm you. Listen to the voice. And if your mind is clouded with voices that aren't speaking in love with you, then it's time to go on a healing journey. ask universe for the correct teacher guide for you. That's how I moved. I asked universe for it, and it was obvious to me when I met my teacher, my guide, and it can transform your life. Whatever you're asking for, universe will give it to you in the way that you need it to grow your heart so that it can open, be brighter and be lighter. And wherever your heart is, whatever vibration that's bringing out is going to get heightened on a full moon, and it's going to shed all the old on the new moon. Until next time.